No, it would help if I actually turn on the microphone voice. Whoops. And turn the music down just a hair. If it's already far down. Okay. Let's try something different. Oops. Gonna drop this down. Hopefully that's a reason. I think I set that at 25. Here we go. So hi everyone. Wearing gloves because I don't like handling raw chicken and raw meat with my bare hands. The preference. It's not a, oh, corpo VTuber. Oh, we got skin. Nothing like that. Go in PNG mode because my laptop will probably catch fire if I put my model on. Sorry, I still have, pardon. Still got a cough from being sick. You know what? I'm gonna take some cough medicine real quick. Done that. Technical difficulties, especially with this camera, because I wanted to mount it on the cabinetry nearby so I could get a good downward angle. No good. It wound up being, how should I put it? I was going to use one of these gooseneck clamps. But I had two problems. First, the camera kept losing its threading. Call it. Let me down this so I can stop coughing. Oh, no matter how they flavor it, medicine always tastes. So, like I was saying, the piece that is inside the camera that this, the screw threading goes into, the threads kept falling out. I forgot that particular camera does that. That's why I stopped moving it. Different mounts. So right now, this camera is volatile. I pushed that thread back in really hard. I'm used to working with stuff like that, like, metal threads and blah, 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 all that stuff. So it wasn't hard, but I know it's going to fall out again. So, sucks. Another thing. I tried to prep earlier. I still... There was a piece of like lettuce stuck to this bag. So normally when you make nuggets, at least the way I had learned to make them was you flatten out your chicken, nice and thin. That's about 1/8 of an inch thickness, give or take. You go about a quarter inch to 1/8 inch. The thinner you make them, the faster they cook, which is good. Well, we're gonna start heating them. Take long. But I want to get the right temperature because we're going to try to follow the recipes. What I think the right heat will be. I'm guessing. For now, I do have a thermometer I can use. We'll keep that up. So anyway, you beat the hell out of the chicken. By the way, if you buy a hammer, a tenderizer hammer, buy one that's solid like this. Do not buy those ones with the giant plastic handle that goes all the way up to here that you see in the grocery store. It's got this flat head, which looks like a great idea. I thought so too. Turns out, the metal only exists to about this far, so everything else is plastic handle, and it's just inserted in. Garbage. I took one good swing with it. Oops. I just almost launched my camera mount. But I took one good swing, and I launched the head across the room. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? That really annoys the hell out of me. And I tried to remove a track that, the algorithms keep flagging me for, so we might be short one song in the usual rotation. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, buy a solid hammer. You're going to buy one. If you're going to buy one that has a handle, buy one that's what they call a full tang, where it goes all the way through, then it's pinned in. you'll see like 2 rivets in the handle. The handle should be attached. It should not be a feature. It's either solid or attached. Those are the notes. Anyway, but yeah, it turns out this chicken that I thawed last night, I would have done this yesterday, but my chicken was frozen. So I thawed it for about 28, 30 hours. I prepped this earlier because I thought with the way I learned to make nuggets is you cut out your pieces and then you bread them and then you freeze them for an hour. I kept looking at the recipe I printed. It's good. My printer is out of like certain colors, so it's a lot of blue. A lot of blue and black. That's it. But what I noticed was that if I froze this, I would have to make it twice. So I was going to have half of my chicken prepped. And I put it in the bag to contain, because I didn't want to make a mess. Yeah, I guess I sound like a neat freak. You know what? When you live in a house the size mine is, you get tired of cleaning it. I didn't buy the place. I got stuck with it, in a manner of speaking. But anyway, so when I was prepping this morning, I was like, you know what? I don't have enough eggs to do this twice. So I went to go buy eggs. There were eggs, but there were like 2 dozen, full dozen. I can't stand eating eggs. I don't buy full dozen. They only buy half. They wouldn't sell me a half dozen. Just doing it once. But I did get all the rest of the, like I got celery seed, stuff that I didn't have. White pepper. Things I don't normally buy, because I hate white pepper. I thought I do. We'll find out. Anyway, so we're basically working from scratch here. Just giving you the whole rundown of my prep so far. That was largely unnecessary. And this camera's a little close. I've only got... that doesn't tell you shit because you don't know how tall I am. Never mind. Okay, let's get started. So, as you can probably tell from the chicken in the bag, and the light's a little bright, but whatever. I had done the dry brine soak. Funny, mine looks pretty much like hers did. So, followed the same process that our dear Kiwo followed. Oh, I keep... That's what that is, by the way. I should stop picking things up, because I can't stop. You saw me fidgeting. I am like the person that they marketed fidget spinners to, but I never... I'm like, the fuck is that? Anyway, let's do the prep work. Finish the prep work. Then I bagged it to contain it. So this is all nice. I put it back in the fridge just because, you know, I did this at like 9 in the morning. Because I really thought I was going to do that process until I realized how few eggs I had. So let's go ahead and slap these in the bag. Hey, you want to ideally have as little liquid as possible, so shake it off if you can. You can do without the bag process if you like. It's up to you. And I'm doing it for the sake of keeping things clean. Let me get rid of this. Great thing about these gloves, I can wash them. So I don't have to keep changing my gloves. I can actually just wash them off and wipe them off. They're thick gloves. They're not intended to be washed. No, these are good for like a lot of things. Like the epidemic we had recently in the States in the past few years, where people were dropping because of overdosing on stuff. Well, law enforcement were using because they're thick. I mean, check this out. Or I can stretch that. Not a tear. Not a split. Not a problem. So I can wear gloves that are a size too small and get that painted on, you know, effect. So I don't drop anything. I hate that. Okay, so now we put them in the bag. I'm not closing the bag. Because if I do, we're going to trap air in here, and when I hit it, it's going to pop, eventually. Something I found out about this chicken, it's already pre-processed, so I don't have to do much. It's going to easy. And also, I'm using the side that has a greater surface area, and it's not as deep. So even if I were to accidentally puncture the bag, it won't be much. It's going to be nice and simple, and what you do is, when you're flattening meats, you don't just beat the crap out of it. You're deliberately pushing it outward. You're trying to push it out like you're rolling out dough. Keep that in mind. But when I did this earlier, the other one, it took like no effort. Sorry, the PNG is going to trigger a lot. Again, I'm barely tapping this. It's just little wrist flicks. Tap, 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 tap. See, it's splattering all over the place. It didn't splatter like this earlier. But you don't want it super thin, by the way. Like, I would say the thinnest you should go is 1/8 inch. Which is... I forget what the conversion is for that in metric. So, sorry. You'll have to do the conversions on Google. That's one of those things, like if it were in a clip, they'd go, oh yeah, here. Because some of those clippers are that good. I can think of one off the top of my head, but the name escapes me. Sorry. I have... and I am holding the bag end to keep it from splattering out. You know, if I hit it here, it could go flying out, but I don't want to crease or close the bag. I want the air to move freely. So it won't cause pressure change. We're trying to avoid that pressure change, which would cause splatter or explosions. It seems like the camera is lagging a touch. Shit. Why the hell is someone bothering me now? Well, I only rinsed this glove off, so I'm not going to pull my phone out. I forgot it was in my pocket. It's just going to have to wait. Probably someone bothering me about a holiday party or something. Who knows? I'm hungry. So I intend to get this done. Go straight across. Work my way out, work my way in. Sorry, I may be making so much noise you guys can't tell what I'm doing exactly, especially because of the reflection. I didn't think about it when I turned this light on. Here we go. It's a little less reflection. I can change that light if I need to. Oops, wrong side. There we go. Nice and thin. Last one. Huh. That's not all the room I thought it would be. Let's mush you down here a bit. Come on. Move, chicken, move. I need you down here. Thank you. Now I'm going to have to push this outward because I don't want to break the seam on the bag. Now normally I would do this on my cutting board, except my cutting board will not take this abuse. So countertop it is. Again, just like I'm not the full swing you see, I'm stopping short and then I'm hitting. So it's only like about that much travel. That's all I'm doing. So it doesn't take much. There we go. Let's see how that turned out. Oh yeah, that's pretty thin. But that's about 1/8 of an inch, approximately. And it has been, what do you call it, dry brined on both sides. So we're good to go on that. So now we got 2 bags of chicken worth cutting up. Or 2 bags worth of chicken. Words. Alright, so let's see here. I'm trying to think how I want to contain all this stuff. Because what I could do is... Oh yeah. Alright, I got an idea. Another bag. I have a plan. Just work with me on this. I got a plan. Since the... Oh, let's see how... Looks like it's swirling around. Check that. I want to see if I got that right. So, thermometer, do the thing. It's supposed to be... 350 Fahrenheit. In freedom unit. So about probe isn't. It is a third of the probe. Slowing down. Okay, considering where it slowed down, bump the edge. I don't want to burn the plastic. Thermometer is covered in. So we only reached 300, approximately. So this is probably going to bottom out, wrong direction. It's probably going to top at about 310. As long as it's minimum 350 and between 350 and 380, we should be good. Fahrenheit, which is 175 Celsius. So, anyway, we did the dry brine. There are 2 battering processes here. One is a plain coat of flour, which is something you should always do first anyway. This is where my idea comes in, I should say. Put flour back. With the pieces we cut from these. And then I'm going to flour them in the bag. It's going to save me some cleanup. So, go ahead and dump some flour in the bag. Whatever I put in here is going to get thrown out. So I don't want to go too far with it. In fact, let's do this. There's a trick. There's several tricks to this, in fact. You can use a measuring cup and do this. Now you have a container in which to dump it. See? Nice and easy. Now you don't need a helper to hold your bag. I spilled a little. Oops. It's not perfect. If I had a larger container to put the bag on, it would probably work better. That's okay. We're not going for perfect here. This is supposed to be entertainment in some way, shape, or form, so a little scuff goes a long way. Isn't that right, KFP? I think I need more. That doesn't look like enough. Okay, so I basically doubled my dump the flour into the bag. God, doing it already. Already quoting Parappa the Rapper. Great. It's gonna be one of those days. Okay, so we got flour in the bag. This is prepped for the chicken that we're going to dust with flour. We have to cut the chicken up. So I guess we are going to need the cutting board. I'll pull my favorite knife. So, cutting board. Oh no, feet! You don't get that shit for free. Not here. Oh no, reflections. Camera fine. Ah, get wrecked. Anyway, just kidding. Anyway. I was just going to cut on a plate, but it's going to be such a pain. Let's go ahead and peel this chicken out of the bag. That's one of the difficult. You don't want to destroy the chicken and remove it. I'll be cleaning this cutting board. But had I pounded the chicken on the board, oops, I'm washing my arm off. I just reached into a bunch of chicken slime on my arm. Ugh. Gross. Hell, that happens. Chicken slime. Phrase, I thought. Huh. But that one wasn't on the bingo card. What a concept. But basically these have become pounded. You could actually bread these right now as they are. And fry them. Pretty good. In fact, the dry brining is similar to wet brining process. Frying fried chicken. For a copycat recipe. And I gotta admit, the results of the recipe were quite good. I liked them. The results that chicken it made was good. It wasn't what I promised. Oh, chicken. I'm not taking that little piece out of that piece will burn. I cook it. So no thanks. Start. Ugh. Just realized a flaw in my plan. Oops. Give me a sec. Hey, oh, whatever. Help it. I don't think I'm. It just grossed me out. Oh, that's weird. My phone going off. Because the mail got delivered. I didn't know there was mail in today. The mail delivery around. Because we don't have our own post. Crappy town. It comes from another city over. So they only do it half as often. Like they might only deliver twice a week. This town has the gall to call itself a city. Huh. Anyway, oh yeah, my plan. So I'm actually going to get a larger container. We'll use this bowl. Because I want plenty of space to get that chicken in there without making mistakes. Go ahead and stretch it out like this. Boom. What I did. Nice and simple. So every time I make a piece, chuck it in this bowl. The idea here is to cook. That's a thin piece. It's going in. Teeny tiny piece. In fact, I pounded this pieces. I'm gonna have to cook them. And it's funny, if you do this process with the chicken breast, you're going to find those weird pieces you get at like McDonald's, you're going to come up very frequently too. It's, for example, boot piece, like a boot. I made 6 of those from 3 chicken breasts. I didn't try. Got the round one a couple times. Got the boot 3. Oh, 6 times, sorry. Typically from the end here. Typically from the end where you get the piece that kind of has a point. Rounded and pointed at the same time. Pretty funny to see it. You can trim the fat if you want to. See, it's going to burn off and it's going to become part of the oil. Because, you know, I'm not using the right kind of knife, but I really like this knife. The sharpest knife. Gonna keep cutting it up. Find yourself cutting across the this middle fat line. Try to avoid cutting across it. Cutting across it because it a lot of cases. Yeah, I got lucky. But it cool. And it will become annoying. Let it become. So, just caution. Chunk of fat here. That I don't think will cook well. That will become chewy. So if you get a good chunk of fat, got a good fatty section right there. Kinda. That could stay. It could become. Try to cut it out. Some of it's good, some of it's not. It depends on how heavy it is, I would say. Like, I'm not an expert. I've observed things I have observed. I really should have kept some water. I can get water. Very task oriented. So, wow, some of this stuff got obliterated. I have to make like balls out. Alright, that concept is balls. So dumb. Bring a fat. I should throw. I'm gonna have to clean the hell out of this. Now it's actually starting to cut. So these pieces are a bit thicker. Basically, if you take the 10, which I'm doing, you're gonna find some thin pieces. It's just gonna. So that first 2 pieces I cut up, difficult. Now I'm getting some. Instead of it shredding under. That shredded a little. I could pull this apart. I'm gonna try to make that into a big boy. Strip of fat right there. Oh. Because camera far. pulling out. I'm losing some chicken in the... That's gone. That's junk now. I mean, it is a string of freaking fat right there. It looks like you could just pull on it. That will... I can assure you. Chicken that's probably that. I don't know where that... I have no intention. It's that much of a hassle. Come on. I mean, it's gonna make... We're not here for... Blob of thinner. Working with right now look the same. That's just surface fat. That will cook off. But the ones that are deep inside, buy this. I'm picking up... Oh, wait. I got blinded by the huge blob of fat that I'm trying to remove. There, so you can see a little bit. Yeah, the camera's on a boom arm. Anyway. Okay, so we'll cut through that. Turn that off. That's got a bunch of that crap in the middle. I know I'm being picky, but you know what? I got more. May seem wasteful, and it is. But so if it's something you don't eat it. Don't make it. Don't waste your... I would rather be wasted than be wasteful because we got long nuggets. Long. I feel like that could be... Well, lots of things are things. Other things... I don't know what the difference is. I'm gonna scrape all this chicken's cutting board. We don't need the knife anymore. Cutting board. I'm trying to make it as easy to clean as I can. I'm sliding this off with my finger. However, I'm not sliding my finger across the surface of this. I'm actually away from... I'm actually pushing like this. But when I do it like this, demonstration purpose. Just to slide the heavy matter, solid matter. Now, I push the food out of the way. Clean first. This is why. Comes right thingies. We're gonna get the food far away. Case of spray. Salmonella is a constant issue. I am very, very careful with it. You never know when you might contaminate a surface. Salmonella. Start working, raw. That wasn't raw, that was frozen. Odd. Still could be contaminated. You don't know. You're better off not taking that chance. As I'm gonna have to wash my hands. Alright, so there's nothing left on the surface. Okay. If I find myself concerned later, I will. Let's get rid of all this contaminated mess over here. This has got to go. I am not leaving this laying around. We don't need to contaminate. That's the other reason why I moved to said cutting board. Because I knew I could clean it off. So yeah, let's check our oil. Smells. Yeah, for us. Well, head is jumping up. Bye. Let's turn on. Hopefully it won't make a bunch of noise. But yeah, that jumped up too fast. So it's a little higher than I wanted it to. So we'll try again in a bit and see what we get. Because that was... I didn't expect that much of a result. That was way more than anticipated. Anyway, back to chicken. More gloves. But you know what? I said the whole salmonella thing. We got salmonella, we got listeria, we got all the problems here in the States. I don't feel like getting any sicker. Any more sick? Whatever. I don't feel like getting worse. I'm just making food, not problems. Let's go ahead and peel this off the bowl. This time we are going to close up the bag. We'll save the bowl for later. We might need it. Bleed off some of the air. Now, we got this massive chicken in here. Massive chicken, cuttings. I wouldn't call them nuggets yet, they're cuttings. I'm actually trying to forcibly separate them with the flour. We could even use this method later for breading the chicken with the finished breading. We could. We really could. This is why I left some air in, but not all of it. So I can work my way into it. Plastic bag ASMR for someone's cat. Oops, sorry for peeking. Peeking content now. Somewhere there's a cat freaking out. Plastic, plastic, I hear it, I hear it! The cat would lose, like, wait, this plastic is full of chicken. Wait, really? Mine, 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 mine! Actually, I wonder if... Their cat eats meat. I mean, you know, all cats typically do eat meat, but who knows? Actually, I'm going to turn down the mic a bit. Because I think as I get louder, it's going to get more and more peak. Let's drop it down about 6 dB. Oh, I can't adjust that like this? Shit, okay, fine. That'll be it. Okay, about 5.8. That'll do it. Hopefully I can be a little louder and not worry about it. Because now that I'm not coughing, I don't mind being a touch louder. Alright, so I think it's safe to say our chicken is very sufficiently coated in flour. So we'll set that aside. Boop! You go over there. Alright, now for the real deal. We can put the hammer away, we're done. And it never got daddy. So, back in the drawer it goes. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Anyway. So. I am so dumb sometimes. Alright, so use the flour. These takeout containers that I got from Amazon. Not advertising. Not sponsored, nothing. But anyway, I like to use these because the lids actually work. They do seal pretty well. You can actually put, like, you can put, how should I put it? You can put whatever you want in these things, and it'll hold. I wouldn't say it's liquid type, but it's enough that if you snap it together and you put powder in there, you can dust something or coat something very easily. I put all sorts of stuff in these things. So I'm going to use one for the batter dip, and I'm going to use one for the coating. So we're going to fill the coating, or we're going to fill one of these with the coating, and it will get a lid. The other will not. Let's not make any messes we don't need. So, let's make the powder first, and then we'll make the liquid and, well, the wet. Seasoned flour. 2 cups of flour. Pull my cups apart. Come here. I love these. I love these little stainless steel cups I bought. Worth it. I got a set of, what did it call it? Measuring spoons to go with them. But they actually tell you the milliliters on them. You get a metric measurement on top of it. 1 cup, 240 milliliters. Pretty nice. And they're shiny. I like stainless steel, can you tell? Alright, there we go. 2 cups of flour. I know, it looks like it would just spill right out, doesn't it? That's alright. As soon as we start putting chicken in, it's gonna get used. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. Anyway. Paprika. Paprika. Might not be the smoked paprika they want, but that's okay. We got paprika. Oh yeah, and these come with milliliter measurements too. My measuring spoon. So sometimes you can find some really good cheap stuff on Amazon that's actually good. Actually good. Not just, oh yeah, it's good enough. What do we need? Tablespoon. That's a lot of paprika. Okay. Get the sucker open then. Oh. Other way, dum-dum. 5? Really? Are you sure? We're going for flavor. We're not just heading to Flavor Town, we're heading to Flavor Country. Damn. Okay. I'm not going to argue with the recipe here. I'm just surprised by it. 3. 4. Wow, I'm going to have to buy more paprika. I rarely use this stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. 5. Yeah, I got a bunch in there still. That'll last me a year. Like, that'll last me a couple of years. That's how infrequently, oops, I use it. In fact, I don't think they sell this brand anymore. That's how long I've had it. Ooh. Good thing they're all dried stuff. Dried stuff doesn't expire easily. Okay, next. We got a tablespoon of powder. Oh, shit. Right. Nobody sells powdered chicken bouillon. So I'm gonna have to do what I did. I'm gonna have to beat. That's beef. Chicken. From the ice cabinet. Cubes. Oh shit, I didn't even open this. Need a pair of scissors to open it. Stab right in. Stabbity stab. Yeah, you can tell I was really well prepared today, huh? I didn't think the chicken would be ready, so I wasn't terribly prepared. We need a tablespoon of powdered bouillon. I believe that's going to take 2 cubes. Because there ain't much there. In fact, these 2 cubes might not be enough. We shall find out. So what I'm going to do is the same method for the chicken. We're going to use a little sandwich bag. I know, plastic. There's no avoiding it in modern society, no matter how much I hate plastic. And I'm going to do it on the cutting board again. Get these open. Maybe. Where's the... Come on, there's a tab. Please. Sorry, sometimes they're not very cooperative. That's one. In the bag it goes. I guess because I don't have access to my nails while I'm wearing gloves, it's really hard to open. Back of the spoon will do. Use all the tools available to you. Alright, let's see what 2 cubes gets us. Again, we're not... Oh shit, I can't do that on the cutting board. It will do harm. Eat. So, holding it still, I'm going to use the side. I'm not going to use the face. And I'm trying to avoid using any major power because as it breaks, it has the potential to break the bag. And I don't want to make the bag break. So, because it has a somewhat tapered edge, so it'll hit here first and then continue to hit as it goes down. So it's doing damage on a slope. That's not the best phrasing, but it works. If I do it like this, with the pounding edge, I run the risk of breaking the bag many times. This is less likely to break the bag. Also, what's up with nobody selling chicken powder anymore? What is that? Why? That's not a new thing. It's been that way for a while. Alright, let's see what we got. How powdered is that? Oops! Powdered enough to go through the holes in the bag. A little bit right here. Well, okay then. It's more powdered than it started, that's for sure. I could give this a little more attention. I really could. Ooh, idea. Idea. Mortar and pestle, but handle and bag. I might actually buy a mortar and pestle, just because it's that difficult to find powdered chicken bouillon anymore. And sometimes you just want to make your soup better. There we go. I don't think this is going to be enough. That looks like it could be, but we'll find out in a sec. Into the spoon with you. Please. Chicken stuff, please. I'm asking nicely. Would you please? Are you gonna embarrass me right now? Fine, we're going this way. No, I hate this. Why are you gonna do? Yes, I yell at my thing. Because they make my life difficult. Ooh, you know what? I think we lucked out. It ain't perfect, but that's about a tablespoon. Oh, shit, I spilled it, but yeah, it's approximately a tablespoon. It's close enough. So, 2 bouillon cubes makes about a tablespoon of powder. If you put the effort in to break it down. I don't recommend it, but it works. It freaking works. I accidentally spilled it on my lid. Good thing I had the lid. So far so good. We're salvaging the issues. It's just the spices I've spilled so far. It'll cook out. Oh, I'm the worst, I swear. Okay, so what's next? Tablespoon of garlic powder. Yeah, but it's a bit high up there. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and take the lid off because this thing won't fit up. Tablespoon garlic powder. Go. What's next? Onion powder. Ooh, I'm low on that. I knew I was missing. Oh, no, I got tons of that. Never mind. I forgot. I use it in small amounts. So I thought I was low because it keeps clumping lately. So what we'll do is we will try to avoid the clumps. First thing I get is a clump. Are you freaking kidding me? Fine. We're getting all the clumps. So be it. Now it'll be easier to cook with. They're soft clumps, so I can break them with my thumb. I knew that from the get-go because I've been breaking that thing apart for months. Every time I go to use it, I just smack it and it breaks. So impact will break. And I saw some fell in. That's okay. You might just have a little extra onion flavor. Come on, we're going to Flavor Town. Flavor Country, even. Okay. Well, we know this is our tablespoon, so I'm just going to break it apart. I saw some more in there. Break it, break it, break it. See a piece taped here. Break it. We don't want to eat an onion clump later. Of the things I like eating, I do not like eating onions. But I like onion flavor in food. Go figure. Sorry, that stuff became airborne for some weird reason. And my eyes hurt now. Ow! That's new. I like that the noise cancellation is not picking up my vent. Let's put our chicken away. What do we have next? White pepper powder. This is new to me. I've never used it. Bought this stuff. White pepper powder. Never used it in my life. Well, actually, I've used it before in a restaurant. But I've never used it at home. Ooh, that's a nice lid. Okay. Cool. I gotta get it open to get the... Wow. How long has that been sitting? That was hard to crack open. I gotta get the seal out. I better do that with the ginger. I'm trying to not destroy the container while I crack it open to get the seal out. Yeah. Wow, you can hear that snap. Ow. That is rough. And I know I'm not going to be able to grip this. I get into my utility drawer and pliers. It's good. Rip that sucker right off. Whoops. I said rip that sucker right off. Things never come off easy. And we're using that bouillon bag for garbage. Man, come on. I don't want to contaminate my food with plier debris. There we go. Because right now with the gloves, there's no way in hell I'm getting seals off. So I'm just using this to start it. Then I'm using my hands after that. Please. I said please. Operate. There we go. Started. As soon as I get my hands involved. Stop making a fool out of me. Stop helping me. Oh shit, I gotta do one more of the celery. Celery seed. I don't know what the hell celery seed. But it's something. That one cracked open easier. Cool. Ow. All that stuff in the air is really killing my eyes. Damn. I can't turn on any more fans without making noise or making a mess. Huh. It's unique looking. Okay. Ooh, it smells good though. Damn. That is in a lot of soups. I know that smell. Oh shit. Which one's which one now? Ooh. I forgot which lid. Oh, it says it on it too. Because each one has a different pattern. Like this one has this flower pattern. That's for the ginger. The ground ginger. And then this one has a similar flower pattern. That's for the celery. However, this one has a more sifted pattern. That's the pepper. Thank you for whoever put the things on the containers. I appreciate that. Good call. Good call. 1 teaspoon. We're on teaspoons now. Uh-oh. Get rid of the small stuff. Teaspoon white pepper powder. Ground white pepper will have to do the job. Ooh, okay. You know what? I think the stuff I thought I used to hate wasn't white. Whatever it was I hated. Used to be, let's see here, next is ginger. It was the stuff I used back in the day when I worked at McDonald's as a kid. You know, as a teenager. Kid. Oh god, I'm old enough to call myself a kid as a teenager. Ugh. Adulthood's weird. Anyway, there's our ginger powder. That was also a teaspoon of salt and celery seed. Okay, so I got the celery seed out. We're going to use that right now. Accept my celery seed. I'm sorry, that was atrocious. Oh, dude. And then Twitch is like, yeah, we're going to break. Okay. MSG goes in there. Teaspoon of MSG, yeah. All sorts of stuff. You know, the funny thing is, I struggled to find MSG labeled as MSG. I kept hunting for it, so I googled it. People are like, oh yeah, just buy Accent. Literally, ingredients, monosodium glutamate. They just don't call it MSG in the States anymore because People are all, oh, MSG gives people headaches, man. It's just a flavoring. I know some people react to it, I get that. But people are too flinchy. Where's my crap? Don't tell me I forgot to buy salt. I might be an idiot. I might have forgot to buy salt. Let me get my gotta be like 6'6" to I did forget to buy salt. Wow, I must be. Explain the big open empty basin. Okay, fine. I'm gonna keep forgetting. I don't use that. Let's pull from the shaker. Wow. A lot of it sits in the rim of the, or the threads, I should say, of the shaker. Weird. Oh, can't fit that in there. How much? Teaspoon of salt, dude? Damn. Well, since a bunch fell out of the threads, we're not going to use the entire... I do want to keep my salt intake down just a hair, you know? Adult problems. Put my step ladder away. Usually use cabinets is a whole free real estate range that nobody uses. I'm like, storage, yoink, black pepper, half a teaspoon. A lot of this again. Okay, so these shakers I bought on Amazon kind of suck. Okay, that sucks. Well, anyway, we're going half. I mean, it happens. They don't make a perfect seal. I just used them to replace the ones I have, or had, I should say. I had those for years, and they were starting to melt. Like the caps were melting. Like, yeah, those have to go. Especially when I move, which is eventually going to happen. Who knows when? So there's our pepper. We got the celery seed, we got the pepper, we got the ginger powder, we got the white pepper, we got the onion, we got the garlic powder, we got the onion powder. Forcibly made chicken bouillon powder, got the paprika, and we got the flour. Everything's in here. Now normally, I would cap it and shake it. Nope. No, 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 too much. So I'm gonna get a fork out. I'm gonna just mix it by hand. It's already trying to escape. I know, I could have used a larger container. I'm going to keep whatever's left of this and use it elsewhere. This is not going to get consumed. I guarantee it. This will not in its entirety get consumed. There's no way. I have never, ever made a recipe that was breaded. Even if I double breaded. Or no, okay, actually, only once. Once. One time have I made something that was breaded, where I had to make the breading by scratch. Did I ever consume all the breading in its entirety? Otherwise, I had extra. Every time. Like enough to make it... If it was like an entire chicken breast, for example, I would usually have enough to make another chicken breast and a half worth of chicken. Or like, say, pork chops, for example. I would have enough to make like 6 more pork chops. Because I buy the thin ones. They cook nice and... I'm just doing so nice and carefully. All we're doing is just mixing from the bottom, mixing up to the top. You just do it in little sections. You can get a good, even mix. So this stuff is going to turn orange. For sure. Especially because the paprika adds that nice reddish-orangish color. And then all the other colors are going to just kind of make their way in. Once you get one even color, you don't see any more white pockets, you don't see any dark red pockets. then you know you're mixed. Scrape it off the walls, bring it in. Go. I'm trying to avoid making a mess. Trying. I'm not succeeding, but I'm trying. The effort is there. No, try not. Do or do not. There is no try. Shut up, bitch. Anyway. Intrusive thoughts. My apologies. The intrusive thoughts and the intrusive voice.
But of course the voices come in. Sometimes you lose your mind and you just need to center yourself.
Really? Right now?
But I'm the Covenant of Cauliflower, of course.
Fine. Thanks. Anyway. Sorry. The madness creeps in. Let me clean up a little bit. I don't believe I need any more measure. Because now it's all work. Oh, right. Okay, so we still need to do the batter. This one. I was like, why do I have this again? I got lost in the whole... I got lost in the sauce. Holy... I was on... Man, I'm at... anyway. Found it. Eggs, soy sauce. Flour. Oh, hell. Cold sparkling water. I don't have that. Regular water. Because I don't have sparkling water. I don't even know where... That is so known to me. This oil is hot as hell. What is it? Slightly smoky. Whoops. It's a dance because I'm not using my fryer. If I used my deep fryer, I could just... Probe was hot. Really hot. 400 degrees hot. Oh. Gonna need you to cool off over there, thanks. Don't burn my wires. So, 3 large eggs. I only got 4. This is why I didn't double up on the process. One egg. 2 eggs. 3 eggs. Why am I like this? Anyway, let me get some water. Oh, I don't know how to make ounces of water, honestly. I got milliliters. I got cups. I got everything else. I don't know how to make milliliters. 355 milliliters. Okay. 355. What do I have that equates? 40? Oh, right, we need half cup flour. Okay, what? Where's my half cup? Come here. Quit kicking around. Half cup is 120. Uh-huh. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. I could do math. We can math this. So, first, the flour. Need half cup of flour for the batter. Oops. A little bit of a flour splash there. Whoopsie. Anyway, okay, so 120, 350. If I do 3 of these minus a little teensy bit, I should come very close. So I'm just gonna get regular water. Oh, that's a lot of water. By the math, it says 355 milliliters. This is 120 milliliters. So 120, 3 times is 360. That's 5 more milliliters if I cut off a little from the top. juice. Okay, remember that fork? Back to work. We don't even have our soy sauce, which is right here. I'm just breaking the eggs up, getting everything ready to be batter. I should have made this in a mixing bowl. This is a lot of water. Are we sure about this? It said only half. This is more of a soup than a batter. Did I? Ow, my. Did I get something wrong? Did I misread? Because this is literally the same recipe. I mean, I know it's supposed to be like an egg wash, but I remember seeing it. It was kind of. It was a batter more than an egg wash. This is more like an egg roll. And I haven't even added the soy sauce. Interesting. I may have goofed somewhere. I mean, the math works. 300, I put like 350 milliliters. But not cold sparkling water. Soy sauce. Supposed to be 30 milliliters. That's 30. Do I have anything close? 15. Here we go. So 2 of these should be appropriate. 1. 2. Alright, so we got 30 milliliters of soy sauce in there. The only thing I measured correctly. To the exact specification. There you go. At least now the coloration's right, I guess. Or will be. The forbidden chocolate drink. I'm not drinking this. Ever. Intrusive thoughts. They keep popping up. Can't help it. Fucking internet. But it does kind of look like a weak chocolate drink, doesn't it? Like if you make your chocolate milk really thin, light, I guess you'd say. I do that sometimes. It's like, I want a little chocolate milk, but I don't want a whole lot. I don't want it to be overbearing, the chocolate flavor. Minus the bits. Actually, kind of looks like hot chocolate, but it's definitely not hot. Oh, my eyes. Oh. Man, something's in the air. Oh, it burns. It burns so bad. Anyway. So. We did the dry. That's done. Now we're supposed to put the pieces in this, and fry immediately. If I read the instructions correctly. Because it's in the way. Let me clean up my stuff so I can get back to my book. Eggs can... Oh, it's right. The shells, yeah. Coating station in. Or break. It's smooth, alright? It's still wet. I think something went wrong with my mix. Because, I mean, it's smooth. I'm going to treat it like an egg wash. Because somewhere along the lines, mine went wrong. Let's check our oil again. Stop smoke. $50, 50, 80, 340. 430. It's a bit higher than I'd like to. But it's still a bit higher than I want to cook with. Too high. It's gonna flash fry the hell out of it. And we're not trying to flash fry, we're frying. We're trying to fry it properly. So we'll give it a moment to cool. A little bit, just a bit. Oh, and I also trade. I use this big wire rack. I line it with. You know, that'll give us more prep time. So I got this big aluminum copper. Okay. I'm gonna put foil because my burning's thing problem. So line it with paper towels. So now the drippings will go down below into the paper. Over here on my stove. You can't see it because I try to remove as many distractions and reflections from possible. And that way the stove fits in the second camera better. And then put this wash it. Alright, I'm trying to remove things from I think it's the oil. Oil smoked a bit. I think that's what's in the air is the smoke from the oil. Because I wasn't paying enough attention to it for a while, and then it just kind of got out of it. Actually, shit, I just remembered. I better take out this one. Hasn't gone off yet. I guess that means the vent above the filter above the stove is doing its job. Oh my. Okay, so it's fry it and then go back and fry. Or I should say it's re-dip it in the wet, dip it in the dry because it's already been in the dry before. So I'm gonna get some things out. I have more room. My kitchen is limited in space. So, book. We're good. Out of the way. So, oh boy, that's going to be a real pain in the ass to get all the way over to the. Don't splash, please. It's going to be a real pain in the ass to get all the way over to the frying part because it is a good step and a half away. It isn't right over there. Next setup might be better, because I might actually bring everything right over. I'm gonna get my microwave out of the way next. Then we'll have a good setup. I can't win. I just can't win sometimes, that's all. This works better for like standard cooking. Anyway, let's go. Let's go. We got shit to do. I want to eat today. I still don't know why this is so liquid. The numbers all match. I mean, it did thicken a touch. A touch. If you wanted it to thicken further, you could flour or more cornstarch. Or use cornstarch. But I wouldn't. I wouldn't dare. In fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a bunch of these on. Yeah, I just hit them. I forgot that for my camera. Oh, cabinetry. Cabinet bumped it, just like dunk, and it knocked the cover down. I bought covers for my cameras just in case, so I'm gonna plate them and then I'm gonna cook them. So that way I can. Oh, sorry, my nose is. Come on, now of all times. Ooh. I guess that would make sense, considering how irritated my eyes are. Anyway, chicken. Chicken, chicken, chicken. So, let's go ahead and snatch out some pieces and get cracking here. I'm just gonna put a bunch in here. Get them wet. Get them good and wet. There are 3 things I like wet. Drinks, and my chicken, and I don't know, my weather? I don't know. I didn't plan that out at all. We're not going there on a cooking stream. I was just messing with. What? It's a joke. Relax. Calm your strips. Alright, here we go. See how this pans out. Oh, they look like dumplings now. Oh. It's so weird. I guess you could say this is more like chicken fritters almost at this point, because I did pound them a little too thin in some places. And I thought about using the shaking method, but this batter turned out thinner than I thought it would. So, I'm sorry, excuse me. So, that method's out the window. And now I'm going to have batter-covered fingers. Thus the gloves. Gloves make it easier to deal with. We just press it in. Come on, I said we press it in. Make sure it coats, and then transfer to the plate. It'll take a minute. Good burying. Bury it like the cat does. Except I'm not going to spread it all over the kitchen if I can avoid it. On the counter now. That's what I get for imitating the cat. I don't have a cat, but I've had cats in my life, so I know how they are. Cats can be like, you know what? That corner across the room looks like it could use some litter. Here you go, I decorated. Have a nice day. Because cats are like that. Anyone who's had a cat for more than one day knows what I'm talking about. They just get in their mood and they just chuck it. Like, nah, I don't like this litter. It's right here, it's under my foot. I think it looked better in the corner, a windowsill or something. And they just chuck it across the room. Yeah, I'm a decorator. And you hope nothing else comes with it. Because you can't stop them. They're going to keep doing it because they're cats. They don't give a shit. Cats don't care. Cats don't care at all. That's just how they are. But we still keep them. The most efficient little predators ever. Had a cat who could single-handedly destroy an ecosystem by himself. Well, single-handedly, by himself, duh. Had a cat who could easily destroy an entire ecosystem on his own. Because he hunted everything. He would have hunted the local dogs if he could get away with it. Just because he didn't like them, he would have hunted them. That cat could do anything. Oh, man. This is a piece of work. Good cat. Real good cat. Real friendly, too. Like, everybody knew that cat, knew he was friendly as hell. But they also knew not to mess with him. And he didn't have claws. Like I said, he could actually hunt a dog if he wanted to. Hell, he scared the neighbor's dog away. That dog never came anywhere near our yard ever again. And he scared that dog away with no claws. He just got up on that dog's head, like, 'cause wandered over getting nosy. Like, what's over here? Cat jumped on his head, beat the tar out of him. That dog was huge, too. Big German Shepherd. This cat just like, nope! Beat the piss out of him. The dog never, ever crossed the property line again. Chain, leash, didn't matter. The dog never crossed the property line. Like, I ain't messing with that cat again. No way. That cat is watching somewhere. I know it. I always wondered about that. The neighbors told me later as an adult. I was like, oh, so that's why the dog never came over. I see. Because I used to try to call the dog over. Wanted to pet the dog. Dog's like, It's weird because the dog is really territorial in their yard. But if it came close to our yard, the dog's like, nope. I ain't going over there. Years later, I found out why. Pretty funny. Anyway. Gotta coat the hell out of this chicken. The chicken! Got our little chicken bites. We're gonna call them bites. We're not gonna call them nuggets. Some of these are bite-sized. Ooh, the pepper got in the air. Okay, that stings. That stings a bit. Right in my eye. Ow. And my fingers had grown 3 times the size that day. The problem with doing this with her, it just keeps accumulating. So most of this batter is going to get used up by me just trying to use it. We're just trying to cook with it. We'll cook the little pieces. We'll cook all the pieces that we can. I'll even make some batter for. I guess the fritters are the piece of batter you just cook. It doesn't matter how I do this, even if I did it with a fork. Oh, there's no more chicken pieces in here. Cool. More chicken be dredged into the stuff. The mixture. In you go. I'm dropping pieces of batter in the bag now. Man, ow. I'm glad I did it this way. This is a little easier to manage. These can sit in here for a moment. Because we're going to drop some in the oil. While I figure out the plan of attack. I got more plates worth of this stuff. I didn't... Damn. For comparison, that's how much breading is stuck to my fingers. I'm throwing this glove out. Oh, that's hard to peel off. Wow. That glove is heavy. It's like a... Anyway, nothing. So let's see here. Change my glove. Place my glove. Come on then. Please? My hand's a little sweaty from the first gloves. First 2 gloves. Good thing is I can stretch them and they'll pop right on. Okay. Oil's pretty good. Gently, put them in. Oh yeah. Yes. Yes. Accent keeps changing, don't worry about it. I'm going to. See what we get out of these pieces. Give that a moment. seeing it, ooh, that's potent. That oil has a distinct scent to it. I don't have a proper scoop, so I'm using a spoon, because that's all I got. Yeah. But the bubbles are clearing up. That looks good. That looks so good. Okay. I didn't expect such a good result. I mean, chicken. But I expected it to give me a little trouble, what I'm saying. Especially because of the temperature. I thought it was going to burn right. But because they're so thin, they only need a couple minutes. We're going to be cooking this for like half an hour. Because I don't have that much space. I legit thought I was going to make less. That's pretty cool. I like how that looks. It's funny, it looks lighter on the camera, honestly. I changed. Nope. Bad idea. It'll help me, but it doesn't help the image. This has been chicken on a budget. Outside of going to buy, I never. Didn't cost me. I have a giant 5-pound bag of chicken strips and such that have no seasoning, nothing on them. Buy them bulk, so they're cheap. I can do this. In fact, if I wanted to, I could just make chicken strips, chicken fingers. What do I call them? Could have just made those, but I wanted to try nuggets. The pieces instead of nuggets. Because they, how should I put it? Pounded down to one size, so they'll cook. I forgot to keep track of the time. Going by look. And I'm going to cut one open and find out. It's dangerous, by the way. You know, if you're about food safety, is a touch danger. Can't believe we. But anyway, looking pretty good. I might pull them out because they're so thin. I know, danger, danger, danger. Contemplating things. Good thing we have music, right? Hope it's audible. Not sure. Gotta admit, I wish the sizzle was audible. Frying sounds are so good. Smells a bit better now. When it hit the oil initially, it was kind of fishy. Oils do. This standard vegetable oil is just soybean oil. And soybean oil tends to. So even if I used my deep fryer, which I have, I just don't have enough oil for it. I didn't have enough clean. I have oil that I can reuse, but it looks dirty as. This is going to look really dirty when I'm done filtering it. Every time I make fried chicken, oil looks brown and nasty. It happens. But I actually thought this was going to be a lot darker due to the soy sauce in the mixture. I really thought it was going to. Okay, it looks pretty good. I should check the oil temperature. I bet it dropped a lot. But we're going to boost it there. To accommodate. Look at that. to do it right. Anytime. They're assholes. Alright, next set of chicken pieces. Oh. Somebody. Noise to yourself. Okay. Break it in. Let's break it larger. As far as I can tell, that is quite cooked. I know, chicken is difficult to tell at a... That's the thick... That was the thick beef. Alright, so 2:34. Keeping an eye on the time a little bit here. Alright, let's dredge out some flour-coated chicken, or chicken floor flour coating, I mean. This is flour-coated, duh. Backwards. Dredge out some pieces. The less I dip my fingers in, the better off I am. Plus it can drip off. Oh, there we go. That's not so bad. Back. Give me another 4. Good. Good riddance. Piss off, jerk. Man, rude ass people around here. Thought they were better than that. Anyway. Les will stick to the fork. Oh, I didn't update the friggin' title. Damn it. I put good luck in the title jokingly, and I meant to take that out. We're making this! Good luck! I didn't mean to leave the good luck in there. In fact, I thought I removed it. But it didn't update. Damn it, Twitch! I'm pretty sure YouTube doesn't have the good luck part. Okay, they've been floating for a minute. Wow, it takes far too long to bread these. I need a better way to do this. Chunk. Big old chunk right there. Oops, oops. No, 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 no. No, you don't. Come on, get in there. Go, go, go. There we go. Get a good coating on that. Plop. Yeah, so this is just a mess. And I like my mess. It's fun. I don't mean that sarcastically, it is actually fun. Just a bit of a nuisance. Deal with. Uh-oh. Oh. Gotta pay attention to the oil. Huh. Oil got cold. I was worried about that. Gonna boost the heat. Okay. Back to quickly breading chicken. We're gonna give it another minute. I may have caused a disaster by turning down the heat. Because I forgot, you have to maintain the heat as it gets used. So the second batch will be more brown than the first batch, that's for sure. Whoopsie. Slight miscalculation. Ever so slight. slighted myself on that even. Anyway, so yeah, let's go. Man, this is a long process. I forget this every single time I do it. I've made nuggets a couple times. But last time the whole process was a little more refined. Last time I had everything in bags and boxes. Or bags and containers, and it was easier to contain. Because the containers contained it. But yeah. So next time I try this, I'm just gonna go for chicken pieces instead of, you know, little cutlets. And this is excessive. This is a lot of work, and I really hope the payoff is good. It smells good. It smells real good. Uh-oh. Crap, I was only giving it a minute. Whoops! Quickly, 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 quickly. Go, go, go. Sorry, I get so task-oriented that I do one thing at a time. Then I forget about the other 6 things I'm doing at the same time. Whoops. Okay. And some of those clumps might just be clumps that I'm rolling off my fingers. Ooh, we don't want to burn the chicken. Throw it. Okay. I guess because the oil cooled off. Looks like. Sure. Couple of minutes then. Works for me. Means I can dredge out the rest of this. 1, 2. Three bites. We're gonna do it in smaller amounts because, yeah. I'm gonna lose control of it, and I'm gonna lose focus, and I'm going to burn the food. Burning food is such a waste. Because, you know, you don't want to eat it at that point. Duh. Anyway. Go ahead and just get those prepped real quick. Man, this stuff, the pepper, all the peppers get very airborne, very, easily. Once you start agitating them, they start agitating you. Ooh. Ooh. Killing me! Ooh. I'm gonna take a nice hot shower after finish this, because, man, I gotta clear my eyes out really bad. Okay, there's that. Let's go back. Check the oil temp. That's troubling. Not climbing fast enough. Pretty low. Yeah, this is low temp frying. No wonder it's taking for last heat. Not much, but just we're going back. I thought it was too. Not even it. Not good. I wondered why it was taking forever. Chicken wasn't firming up like it did before. Because it's not. Yeah. The little piece I tore apart at first. For flavor. Mmm. Ooh. Oh, that's good. I grabbed that one I tore in half, the thick piece, the big thick boy. A piece of breading on the floor. Let's find out how this is. That's cooked through. Alright, so the first batch is definitely cooked. Thank goodness. I was actually worried about that. Ooh. take a bite out of this and see how it looks in the middle. Yeah, it's definitely cooked. Okay. I have no concerns about the first batch. Second batch is what concerns me. For sure. Well, let's prep some more. Because we're waiting for the, not only for the oil to get back to temp, but it's going to cook the remainder of what's in there first, before we try to proceed. And you know what? I think I'm actually going to run out of, I guess we'll call this batter. We're going to run out of the batter and the flour before I'm done, I think. Wow. That is some serious flavor, though. Wow. That is so good. I highly recommend trying this. But not the way I did it. Do it right. Do it the way they tell you to do it. Because all I did was make a mess. I mean, it's a delicious mess. Don't get me wrong. It's just, whew, it's a lot of work. And the payoff is good. This is absolutely delicious. Wow. I am adding many of these seasonings into my breading from now on. Like when I make pork chops, ooh, this would be good on pork. It really would be. Although, you gotta skip the bouillon in the pork. Because there is no bouillon that goes well with pork. I wouldn't add chicken flavor to pork. That would be atrocious. However, if you find that your pork chops are dry, drizzle some applesauce on them. Man, is that good. I saw that on frickin' JoJo. When that one guy with the cooking stand, the chef, I should say, who cooked with his stand. I was like, you know what? I bet there's something to that. Because whenever I made pork chops, they came out kind of dry. I'm like, you know what? I'll just, I'll dip my dry-ass pork chop pieces in applesauce and see how it turns out. Oh my. So very good. Like, the saltiness of the pork is... Get like... apples. Applesauce. Nothing special. Will not be disappointed. Compliment. Excellent. Apples. Pork chops. Breaded pork. Pork cup. So good. Now I'm hungry, even though I'm making filthy. That to you. Anyway. Alright, so I can tell through the spoon that these are solid. Ben, you have to chicken to cook, I believe. For reference, get these out first. Get the next set in. But we should trouble cook. We can definitely make some progress. I might be done. I may get 30. Like back. I'm gonna have food. There's food. I don't want. She didn't say that, but parents are looking for peace when the kids get home. So you try to make it happen, I assume. Yeah, it's strange. This is starting to have the consistency. And actually, with all the flavors, it tastes like gravy too. Mm. That soy sauce added a nice flavor to the mix. I didn't expect that. I may use soy sauce again in breading, or in a breading wash. Find the actual pieces and the ones that are just flour clumps will go in the trash. I intended to throw out whatever was left in this from the get-go. So obviously I'm going to pull all the food out. Because you can't reuse this flour. It's contaminated with chicken. With raw chicken. Alright, everything else is scraps. But this bag is garbage. So we'll take all my garbage I'm throwing out anyway. Put it in here. Here we go. Oh, and I said I was going to look up what chicken needs to be. Excuse me. Oh, that's weird. This doesn't have the reference on it. Wrong thermometer. I have a meat thermometer in here somewhere. Oh, here we go. Okay. I have a meat thermometer. Poultry, 180. The lowest point of that oil was, what did I say, 230, 250? 250. It only dropped down to 250. So we should be good on those pieces that came out. In fact, I'm going to inspect them right now before I go any further. Just to be sure everything's safe. And actually, since these were the second set, or this set right here, since this set was sitting in the dredge, what do you call it, the liquid for so long. Alright, let's... A little hot. This piece right here is the thickest piece. Let's find out what's in the middle. Besides hot steam. Oh, that's not enough chicken. This piece is undeniably chicken. The other piece was just like thin chicken. Look at you. Look at you. You're so tasty looking. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cooked. It's pretty good. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh, that burns. It burns good. When did I stop being? Anyway. Oh, let's check our oil. I'm being very... Got 110, 30, 50. 80. One down. Okay, more. Putting oil at temperature is a channel. And I know adding the room temperature peak are going to improve the channel. Alright. It only got up to like 310. Not great. Not great at all. So the temperature has been ramped up, or the flame has been ramped up. Not the temperature. That will increase the temperature, but not. Sorry, I need. These are delicious. Mmm. Oh. Got crunch. Oh, good. Not recommend this recipe enough. Mmm. That is. Should have cut up some potatoes. Look at that bubbling. Oil's ready. And there is some heat. trying to keep the bubbles from popping and splattering everywhere. I don't know why it's doing it. Didn't do it. All of a sudden it's acting soapy. Bubbling up over the blow across the bubbles, they'll pop, but then on back of the stove, back to where I'm pointing. See it. Now covered in oil splatter. Just polish that. Not too happy about that. Stainless steel's a bitch to clean. No joke. It is a clean. And keep clean, too. I'm the idiot that bought it. I bought that stove. But it looks so good when it's clean. And I'm just covering some of these because some of them started losing their powdered surface. It's gonna be really hard to hold on to. I think like the ambient moisture is starting to get pulled in. So these are gonna be some very heavily breaded pieces. And I'm okay with that. That just makes them more delicious. Tasty fried food. Anyway, so yeah. Whoop, come here. Big old piece right there. Plop. It's the sky fish. The windfish? Fish, that's what it was. Something. No, wait, no, the windfish is Link's Awakening. I don't know. Oops. That was two pieces. Should have been apart that way. What do we got? Looking pretty. Okay, cool. I got so much cleaning to do later. All the powder is falling off my fingers when I do that. And it's dropping into the lower part of the stove. Suddenly I see the advantages of electric. But they're only minor advantages. I hate using electric stoves. Nothing personal, because people like them. I never used them. And when I did get stuck with them, I didn't care for it. So when the idiots in the government are going, oh, we're going to get rid of gas stoves and gas everything, it's like, well, that's not a good idea. I don't know where all these people came out of the woodwork like, oh, I've never seen a gas stove in my life. Honestly, I've only ever seen 2 electric stoves in my entire life. I've been around for a while. I don't know where they think these people are suddenly going to be able to afford to swap to electric stoves. You know what it takes to remove fucking gas line? Because you're going to have to remove it to put in a stove that doesn't have the indentation in the back for the gas. And then on top of that, now you're going to have to use more electricity, which I believe is their scheme. You're going to have to use more electricity every time you cook or do anything. Because now your stove's gas too. Then they're going to get rid of gas water heaters. Oops, that's more electricity. Where do they think this electricity comes from? Did they go, oh, just swapping everything to electric will be better for the environment? No, it's not. Not currently, at least. Not in the current infrastructure. Somebody forgot how electricity is generated by the majority in the States when they made that decision. I mean, it was a decision made by morons. What do I expect? But, yeah, the problem with that whole decision is that the majority of electricity generated in the United States is still generated by burning coal, oil, and gases. Granted, the only one that's even remotely clean is the natural gas, which they're trying to get rid of. Solar is not even close. Neither is wind. None of the clean sources are close to being a majority yet. Not even close. Not even remotely close. So yeah, suddenly forcing people to switch to electric, definitely a political move. Just to appease their investors. It couldn't be more obvious. I don't know. I don't know why people can't tell that. But it's a dumb move. The company, the country's being treated like a company. The country's infrastructure is not ready for it. Because there isn't enough, oops, there's a piece. Isn't enough clean energy in place to accommodate the upcoming increase in rain power. So as people use more power, because they gotta heat, cook and all that such, oops, carbon footprint goes up. Things worse. Oh yeah, these look good. I have room to work. I keep forgetting how many people. That big old tray showed earlier gonna be full of chicken. Or at this rate. And I'm fine with it. That's a lot. Breading scraps. Okay, time to add some more. We're almost done too. We've almost got it all. You know what? Actually, we'll let the oil. Man, I wish you could fry with water. That'd be so. Just a pot of water. Fry with water. That'd be amazing. That'd be efficient and cheap, and then you can just dump the water down the sewer. And go, yeah, I'm done. That'd be so awesome. But you can't deep fry with water. I'm sure there's a YouTube tutorial on it somewhere. And it's probably got like so many downvotes that they, decided to hide the votes. Because holy hell. They're just messing with people. Oh, you can totally deep fry with water. Sure. I'm sure you can. Not all boiling. That's how you make soup. That is not how you make fried chicken. Fried anything for that matter. You fry your freaking ratings. You're gonna fry your channel. You ain't gonna fry the food though. No way. Anyway, rambling. A piece there. I don't know if that's breading or if that's actually chicken. You're getting recoated. No. We don't go moist here, buddy. Not till we're done cooking. Oh, more. Give that oil a moment to warm up. Back to temperature. Okay, here we go. And the chicken's already so, like the breading is already so crispy, I'm not going to go for a second frying, which is optional in the recipe. I am not going to take that option. There's no point. Breading already turned out so crunchy and crispy. Like, if I did any more, I'm liable to break my teeth on it. because it's just so good. I'm making a little bit of a mess.
Oopsie.
These things happen. I anticipated making a mess. Hey, the music's still playing. I can vaguely hear it. Just barely. Here we go. In fact, that's probably the Crypt of the Necrodancer music. I wonder which... I forgot which one it was that I kept getting... I didn't get copyright strikes, but I got copyright warnings for one of them. One of them, somewhere. Oh, and if anybody who was watching the last Dread stream, where I started doing boss rush wonders, I did start going back through and try to beat all the bosses in under a minute. I got every boss down under a minute. Some of them I got down in like 15 seconds. Because there are tricks. If I were to do boss rush now, I think my time would be 10 minutes. All the bosses in the game. I don't know. It actually saved it, because I just did like the practice runs, where you just keep doing the same boss over and over and over again. I got Kraid down in less than a minute, I think. Like, oh, that's doable. I mean, I was being brutal though. I'm like, you are eating these missiles. I don't care if I have to give them to you as an enema. I will fire them into that whatever you're standing in. I'm just... I know there's a one-shot kill for Kraid. I know that. Unfortunately, I have never had bombs before Kraid. Because there's some kind of sequence break you can do, and they left that in there. So that if you actually do that, you wind up getting fired into that nasty infection, whatever it is that Kraid has. I'm throwing this out. It's gross. I'm not keeping it after all. But you'll go into that, get fired into that, you blast some bombs in there, dead. Oh, okay, cool. I don't know how to get to that point. I stopped playing it then. Okay, I got my 100%. So I'm pretty happy with it. And I found out about all the various rewards you for doing certain clears. Fine. Hard mode, and then I went back. I didn't do hard mode. Started. Remember form in that hard mode run. Countering it. So unless I get ooh, don't cook my gloves. Unless I get really good at it, I'm not gonna try hard enough. I'm not confident that I could do anything. Alright, let's see. Third batch. Here's from the third batch, it's a nice thick boy. Oh yeah. It's nice. It's real nice. It's juicy. And it is definitely cooked through. I don't see any cause for concern. Yeah. I'd take a couple bites out of it because tearing it doesn't help. Alright. Fantastic. Good to know I did not screw myself with lending it oil. Cool. Ooh. Hot, hot, hot. Ah, delicious and hot. Ooh. I gotta stay out of it. I gotta stay out of that because I'm gonna chow down on this chicken. I'm only gonna eat half of it for my dinner. I should make some potatoes. Don't worry about that in a little bit. Yeah, maybe I'll just chicken, and then maybe for dinner, like dinner, I'll make, because this is like my lunch. That's why I was trying to do it at like noonish. I didn't think it would take this long. Good lord, it's 3 o'clock. We've been at this, my timers say we've been at this for like 2 1/4. I suppose that's it. Almost 2.5 hours. Yeah, look at that chicken. It is cooking quick. You gotta quicken the chicken. Just because it's frying fast on the outside doesn't mean it's safe to eat. Oops, I'm dropping it on. Okay. The breading's pretty good on its own too. Ooh, tasty. I could mix this into this and make breading fritters. Oh, you know what? Sounds like a good idea. Well, actually, I'll mix the powder into the liquid and see what happens. We got time. We're waiting for chicken to cook. If it doesn't thicken enough to make batter, then I'm not going to bother and I'll just dump it. Because I'm not going to mess around with it. So this stuff has to thicken up enough. Oh, it will. Okay. Yeah, I could make breading fritters out of this. I might do that. Which is literally just eggs, flour, seasoning, maybe some milk or water, depends on what you make. And you just make it as thick as you want it to be, because the thicker you make it, the more dense it will be when you fry it. Then you just fry the bits of batter. If you make it dough-like, it's going to be very, very dense when you cook it. And you might not like that. So you gotta watch the thickness. But yeah, this could turn out pretty good. Okay, the oil's pretty dark, so it's set. This is cooked, but it also starts to look burnt. Bring the news so I know. In case I kind of funny, this particular pan out of my saucepan. My little bowl. Funny on that. And one or two pens. Can't win. Full set. Have to dispose of this. I'm gonna have to figure out how to dispose of it because it is really messed up. I might not make the fritters after all. That's asking a bit much. Asking a bit much of the oil. Oh, pasta. Finally. Can't eat today. Like a proper meal. Suppose if I want potatoes, I can small bags. Crap. Free. Oh, it fell in. Cool. Alright. Wasn't deep enough, I mean. Sitting on top of enough. Well, it's not save me from things a bit. Oil stick. Okay, this. No, because it. Like click. So that off my. Hard to say. They're going to taste the same. Oh, gross. Got a disgusting... Your shit's messed up. I bet that's another stolen account. Get a lot of those lately. Nope, that is one they made. Well, that's going to be banned in the next 5 minutes. Doesn't take them long. Oops. There. So hard to do this from OBS. Do it over on self. What am I not logged in? What the hell is this? I can't get that garbage off my screen. Close enough. Not what I wanted, but oh well. I want to get that garbage out of here. Filthy bot. Look at that. I don't know why it's so bubbly. That's how soy sauce in batter reacts. Thus far, despite the oil getting darker, you know, making the breading darker, I think we got some good results. Look at this. Oh, wow, the lighting is terrible. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me kill this. Okay. Oof, that didn't help. That made it worse. Great. Turn the light down so that it's a little more visible. There is no winning this lighting game. Oh, whatever. It looks better over here. It's chicken. Honking it right now. Trying to make this happen. I'm sitting over that hot pot. Ow. So far so good. It all looks fantastic. You know, I could take this and I could like spoon it into the oil and make fritters. I really can. I think I'm going to eat enough oil-filled food. So perhaps I should not. So I'm just going to dispose of everything else. That's going to hit the trash. And especially with all the stuff I got to sweep off the floor. Matter of fact, because I could stand to get some of this off the floor. I keep stepping on it. A little tiny piece. But you know, when you're wearing socks, you feel everything on the floor. Kind of funny. Back porch in like a long time. It has been ages since I used that back porch, and I cleaned it off and prettied it up. You know, because I'm selling the house. Now that I use it, I'm like, why did I skip using this thing for so many years? It's great. It's convenient. Like, it's annoying to have to open and close the door all the time, sure. But you know what? No more trash can in the no more I was gonna say garden. I don't know why? No more kitchen. I see that as a win. Because now, when I want to take all this garbage out that I'm throwing out, I take it out back there, dump the pedal, dump it in, done. So if the trash stinks, what do I care? It's outside. Do it. Makes sense. I don't know why the hell I waited so long to do it. Bizarre. But you know, stuff happens like that. It's things you don't think about until you done this sooner. Like this recipe, I should have done this sooner. Never thought to add so many each spices. Soy sauce? Never would have thought. Add more chicken flavor to chicken? You know what? I do that sometimes. That's my soups. If I get a soup that I know is kind of bland, I'll add a cube. No, actually no, that's not what I do. When I make that frozen chicken, because I buy a bunch of it, it's very bland because it's chicken. Chicken is bland on its own. It barely tastes like anything, including chicken. However, if you take that frozen chicken with a big old 5-pound bag, grab a few strips out of there, it's like, I don't know how I want to eat this today. You've got options. I'll grab like the frozen pieces, I'll chuck them in a pot of water, boil that water, and I'll drop a little bit of the chicken flavor in there. You can drop chicken stock, whatever. I used to use the powder, can't find the powder no more. But I would flavor the water with chicken as the chicken boils and cooks in that water, the frozen chicken. And then you can do whatever you want with that chicken. It's going to turn yellow, of course, because it's sucking up the chicken you added to the water. And now the chicken tastes like chicken again. And you don't have to do much in way of seasoning now because it has flavor again. Just boil it, bland, nothing. Tastes like plastic. But with that extra chicken flavor, it's good. Then, sometimes what I'll do is I'll broil it. Drizzle some barbecue on it. Let me tell you, you sear some barbecue sauce on some chicken. Oh. You know when it's seared on just right? Because it starts to smell like toasted marshmallow. Because the sugar in the barbecue sauce will start to caramelize and it'll start to sear a bit. It is killer. So good. I strongly recommend that. You know, try it sometime. Throw it on a chicken breast. Cook that thing. Cut the broiler on high. Smear on some barbecue sauce. Shove it under the broiler and sear it on. I started pan frying it that way. Like I would cook the chicken, then I would throw it in a barbecue sauce. The problem with that is, then the sauce starts burning your pan. Sitting there scrubbing the pan for days. So, not entirely recommend. Stick with the broiler. You can throw out the foil. Because I just put it on a tray lined with foil. Anything burns on the foil, who cares? I'm throwing the foil out. What was that? Fungus. I can barely hear the music because I didn't want feedback on the mic. So I'm hoping it's audible. From the peaks, it looks audible. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know. Fortunately, we have very low chat activity. It's hard to say. Not me. Yeah, the feedback we do want, not the audible feedback. Anyway. With the noise. Keeping from the chicken. Weird. I'll do it. It's a bit dark because the oil's gotten dark. So it's very deceptive. One of the parts where it's hard to tell. Telling by breading. Breading will get hard enough. I'm tapping it right now, I can. So this metal spoon is going plonk, plonk, plonk on the chicken. Still kind of a low thud, but it's got a what you would expect. Crispy, breaded chicken, and a crunchy funk to it. Some I don't understand. Next time you buy some fried chicken, it's crispy breading on it. Tap it with a fork or something. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Thud. You'll get it. You'll go, oh, that's what it is. I can hear the spoon. Feel it. I can feel it through. I'm only seeing half the hand. Oh, through this thing, I can tell what I'm doing. Not like it's thin, right? It probably picks. But let's not bother testing the material. I've had the spoon forever. I intend to keep a lot of these forever, except the new the pots and cups. I just bought those like in the past few. I'd like those to last. I admit the measuring cups are very thin. I thought they were terrible and they wish those with my careful. Plus they're stained. Doesn't mean rust. Or hard to get clean, depending about it. If you screw it up, then hard to clean. This has one hell of it took me a while to learn popcorn properly, fry a burger properly. A pan that I use primarily I know I know where it doesn't have any hot spots under it. Or I should say it has. Properly. But once with it, where I started learning stainless steel, and I'm impressed with how it works. All right, so I got some cleaning to do. Knew that was going to happen, but. Load of chicken. Look at that big tray of chicken. A lot of chicken. Big ass tray of chicken. That is an entire baking tray. You could put like, you could put a whole ass turkey on that thing and still have some wiggle room. Big tray full of chicken pieces. I'm gonna be eating that stuff for days. So that's the result. Delicious, nice looking chicken. And actually, they're a little more brown than the other ones. The oil got darker as we went on. Can't see. Oil's covered. Look how dark that oil is now. You could see through it when I started. One streak of oil. So frying chicken, difficult. You're trying to salvage the oil. In fact, let me give you an example. I have 2 containers of oil right here. One is from the last time I fried chicken, and I only made like 2 or 3 chicken breasts. Excuse the mess. So I'm going to show the side of the container because I don't want to show the brand. Here is the original color. Very clear, yellow, whatever. Nothing. This is unused. This is a similar oil that I used to fry chicken before. Look how dark that is. That was only like one pack of chicken. Like 1 pack of chicken breasts in a deep fryer. I haven't disposed of that oil yet. But that's all it takes. You just fry once and you ruin the oil. I mean, like, that's filtered too. I clean them. reuse the oil? I don't know. But this oil, this is not getting reused. That's too dark. That's completely ruined. I think I'm allowed to throw it away if I solidify it. So that's what I'm probably going to do. And I'm going to get rid of this batter because I don't want to cook it. I'm eating too much fried food as it is right now. Or I'm going to be. When I get into this, I'm going to eat too much. Because that's easily 3 meals worth. Easily. And that's if I have a small side, like, ooh, I could make a salad. Yeah, chicken and salad, that's weird. Whatever. I need to eat some more vegetables. I've been too lazy. Anyway, so that's it. It took us 2.5 hours to complete this task. I'm clearly out of practice. But I did try to move quickly and efficiently and cleanly. And we got a good result, so I'm cool with that. Let's go ahead and... Sorry, I'm cleaning some things up here. I might be extremely close. Let's cut the music, because we are getting the heck out of here. Because we're pretty much done. Let me check something really quick here. Okay, sure enough, the... Oops. Okay, the YouTube side works. Great. I was worried that it was broken. Because in this setup with my laptop, I can't see that. I can only see what OBS tells me. OBS only gives me Twitch info. It gives me YouTube chat if I force it, which I did. But that's it. So I have to tab through things. Because laptop screens are only so big. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to... I wouldn't sauce these, by the way. No point. So good. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Might stream later. Felt hungry. Might stream later. Anyway, you all have an excellent rest of your day. It is Christmas Eve in the States. Elsewhere, it may already be Christmas, based on time zones. But anyway, have a nice Christmas if you celebrate. Otherwise, just have a nice holiday. See you next time. Have a good one. Where the hell are my buttons on this one? Oh. Oh, God, I hope it works on this one. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it in a while. Oh, wish me luck. Here we go. Bye.
Is it over? Not to the fist jumps. It's over.